What if your own hands were holding a dangerous secret? I'm talking about a secret, a quiet crisis that might be brewing deep inside your body. Today, we're going to decode a really startling physical sign, a real-life SOS signal from your liver. Trust me, this isn't just another health tip, it could be the wake-up call you need. Let's get right into it. I know, it sounds a little like science fiction, right? But the connection between your brain's stability and your liver's health is absolutely undeniable. Your hands can literally become a dashboard, flashing critical alerts about what's going on inside, and we're about to translate exactly what they're trying to tell you. No, I'm being serious. In the next 30 seconds, which is probably less time than you just spent scrolling on your phone, you can do a simple test that could reveal a ton about your liver's health. You ready to see for yourself? Let's do it together, right now. Okay, so this is what's known as the zombie flap test. It's a really simple move, actually, that clinicians use to spot a pretty serious underlying condition. And let me walk you through exactly how it's done. All right, just follow along with me. First, extend your arms straight out in front of you. Lock your elbows. Now, spread your fingers out really wide. Good. Next, bend your wrists back, kind of like you're telling traffic to stop. Perfect. And finally, close your eyes and just hold this position for a full 30 seconds. Pay really close attention to what your hands are doing, or not doing. So, what'd you notice? If you felt this sort of involuntary, flapping tremor in your hands, you just experienced what we're calling the zombie flap. Now, the fancy medical term is Asterixis. But here's the part you really need to hear. This is not a muscle spasm. It's actually a sign of momentary blackouts in your brain, where the signals telling your hands to stay still are being lost and then frantically reconnected over and over again. So what on earth is causing this? Well, it's not some random neurological glitch. It is a direct distress signal. It means your liver, your body's master filtration system, is getting so clogged up and overwhelmed that it's starting to short-circuit your brain. This slide lays out the chain reaction perfectly. See, when you digest protein, your body naturally produces ammonia. In a healthy system, your liver just filters this stuff right out. No problem. But when things like alcohol, industrial seed oils, and high fructose corn syrup create this sludge, the whole filter gets clogged. That ammonia then slips right past, crosses the blood-brain barrier, and acts as a neurotoxin. It literally shuts down the signals from your brain. And, the zombie flap isn't the only sign. There's another, more subtle clue called micrographia. Just take a look at your handwriting. Have you noticed it getting smaller over time? More cramped, kind of tighter? That can be another little whisper from your nervous system that it's under serious stress. Let's be crystal clear here. The zombie flap isn't just some quirky little symptom you can ignore. It's a huge red flag for critical biological failure. It really is a biological time bomb. And yeah, recognizing the urgency is absolutely key, but what's just as important is knowing that there is a way to diffuse it. And this is where the whole story takes a sharp turn, a turn towards hope. Because the very same organ that's sending out the warning signal, well, it also happens to be one of the most resilient organs in your entire body. Your liver has a superpower that is almost unbelievable. Just look at this number, 30%. Your liver can fully regenerate from as little as 30% healthy tissue. I mean, you could surgically remove 70% of it, and if you create the right environment, it will grow back completely. That's not just recovery, people. That is a full-blown biological resurrection. So how do we create that healing environment? Well, it's not with some fad diet or a magic supplement. We're talking about a science-backed approach. We are going to walk through a plan to systematically clear out the warehouse, so to speak, and get your liver's function back online. Okay, first things first, you need the right tools for the job, and this starts with a nutrient called choline. You're going to find the best, most usable sources of it in foods like pasture-raised egg yolks and beef liver. Now, why choline? Because it is absolutely essential for building what you can think of as VLDL trucks. These are little molecular vehicles whose only job is to load up trapped fat and haul it out of your liver. All right, next up, black coffee. We're talking 2 to 3 cups a day with absolutely nothing added. And look, this isn't about the caffeine buzz. There are specific compounds in coffee that act like a genetic shield. They actually help to quiet down the genes that are responsible for creating scar tissue in the liver. It's pretty amazing. And the final piece of the puzzle is all about flipping your metabolic switch, moving from storage mode to self-repair mode. By bringing in a 16-hour fasting window, you trigger a process called autophagy. Think of it like your liver's internal cleaning crew. It basically stops processing all the new stuff coming in and instead starts breaking down and recycling its own old, damaged parts for energy. It cleans house. The big takeaway here is just incredibly empowering. Your health isn't something that just happens to you. You are an active participant. The choices you make every single day, they're sending direct instructions to your DNA, telling your genes how to behave.
This slide just says it all, doesn't it? Genetics may load the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. You might have a genetic predisposition for something. That's the loaded gun. But it's your lifestyle choices that decide whether that trigger ever gets pulled. Your daily habits, what you eat, when you eat, what you drink, they have the final say. You're the one in control of that trigger.
So there you have it. We've decoded the warning sign, we've gone through the science behind it, and we've laid out a clear blueprint for regeneration. You now have the knowledge to give your body a real fighting chance. The question isn't, what do I do anymore? The real question is, will you do it? How are you going to keep the safety on?